Welcome to Hero Villains. Who do you think wins when Black Noir vs Deathstroke, the battle between the shadow assassin and the professional destroyer? In the underworld of superheroes and supervillains, there are those who fight with godlike power, and there are those who fight with skills sharpened to the level of art. But what happens when the two most silent assassins, the two most terrifying phantoms from opposing universes? One side is Black Noir, the most mysterious and silent member of the Seven, the dark imitation of Batman in the universe of The Boys, a being who possesses super speed, super strength, and a horrifying secret about his true identity. He is the clone of Homelander, created for one purpose only: to kill the strongest Superman in the world if he ever goes out of control. The other side is Deathstroke the Terminator, Slade Wilson, the most elite special forces soldier in the history of the American military, enhanced by a super soldier serum. The man who single-handedly defeated the Justice League, severed Green Arrow's wrist, and survived every impossible mission for more than 40 years. Black Noir is a killing machine, without a voice, without emotion, programmed only to destroy. Deathstroke is a master tactician with a superior mind, using 90% of his brain capacity, a man who turns every battle into a deadly chess match. When the silent assassin faces the professional destroyer, who will be the last one to walk out of the darkness? Let's begin here. In the brutal universe of The Boys, where superheroes are not saviors but corrupted and depraved individuals, marketed by Vought International as commercial products, Black Noir is an enigma. He is a member of the Seven, Vought's premier superhero team, standing alongside names like Homelander, Queen Maeve, and A-Train. But unlike them, Noir never speaks. He never shows emotion. He simply completes the mission. On the surface, Noir is presented as a superhero ninja, a mysterious warrior dressed in pure black, hidden behind a sealed mask and equipped with extraordinary combat skills. He is the Batman of the Seven, silent, terrifying, and extremely efficient. But the truth about Black Noir is darker than anyone could imagine. Black Noir is not an independent superhero. He is the genetic clone of Homelander, the strongest Superman on the planet, and also the most dangerous psychopath. Vought International secretly created Noir as a contingency plan. If Homelander ever lost control, if he decided to destroy Earth instead of protecting it, Noir would be the one ordered to kill Homelander. To ensure this outcome, Noir was implanted with false memories, trained in secrecy, and programmed to never hesitate. But that same isolation and those false memories slowly drove Noir insane. He began hallucinating that Homelander was his ultimate enemy. He committed horrifying acts including rape, cannibalism, and mass murder, then framed Homelander for them, hoping that once the truth surfaced, he would finally have a justified reason to eliminate the original. Noir is not just an assassin. He is a ticking time bomb designed to explode in the heart of the Seven. In the original comic storyline, Noir eventually confronted Homelander in a bloody battle, and the two nearly destroyed each other before Billy Butcher finished off the survivor. In the television adaptation, Noir met his death at Homelander's hands after the truth was revealed. In every version, Black Noir remains one of the most dangerous entities in the universe of The Boys, a being who possesses Homelander's power but lacks the psychological weaknesses that can be exploited because he has no psychology to begin with. As Homelander's clone, Black Noir possesses nearly all the powers of the strongest Superman in The Boys, but with one critical difference: he has no ego, no pride, and no psychological weaknesses. In terms of strength, Noir is nearly equal to Homelander. He can effortlessly tear humans apart with his bare hands, throw tanks like toys, and punch through reinforced concrete. During his confrontation with Homelander, Noir inflicted severe damage on the original, something almost nobody else in the universe of The Boys could accomplish. He ripped open Homelander's abdomen, shattered his jaw, and nearly killed the strongest Superman on Earth. As for durability, Noir can withstand devastating attacks without serious injury. He survived direct assaults from Homelander, a being capable of slicing airplanes in half with laser vision. He can endure bullets, bombs, and nearly every conventional weapon without a scratch. His skin is almost invulnerable, forcing enemies to use Homelander's own level of power to truly damage him. In terms of speed, Noir is fast, extremely fast. He can move at speeds beyond what the human eye can follow, appearing and disappearing like a phantom. In combat, this speed allows him to unleash dozens of attacks before his opponent can even blink. Unlike Homelander, who relies entirely on brute force, Noir is trained as a true assassin. He has mastered every type of weapon, from swords and knives to firearms. He is a master of close quarters combat, stealth, and assassination. He does not fight to show off, he fights to kill. Noir also possesses regenerative healing abilities, allowing him to recover from severe injuries in a short amount of time. This makes defeating him even more difficult. Black Noir once carried out an entire massacre completely alone, killing dozens of people during a covert operation. What made it remarkable was not the body count, but the silence and efficiency with which he operated, like a storm passing through without leaving a trace. In the TV series, Black Noir confronted Billy Butcher while Butcher was enhanced by temporary Compound V, and although the outcome was not a total victory, Noir still demonstrated combat abilities far beyond ordinary human limits in every category. Noir's greatest weakness is also his greatest strength. He has no emotions, no fear, and no hesitation. But that same emptiness also makes him vulnerable to manipulation through false memories and delusions. He was programmed to kill Homelander, and every action he takes revolves around that purpose. If an opponent is intelligent enough to exploit this flaw, Noir can be lured directly into a trap.
I truly hope you will subscribe to the channel. It would help us tremendously, and you are absolutely amazing. Thank you very much.
Now let's talk about Deathstroke. Slade Wilson was not born a superhero. He was born human, talented, ambitious, and willing to sacrifice everything to become the best. And then there was Slade Wilson, an ordinary man who transformed himself into a legend through willpower, discipline, and a genius-level mind. Slade Wilson joined the United States Army at the age of 16 and quickly proved himself to be the most elite warrior in American military history. He fought in every conflict from World War II, Korea, and Vietnam to the darkest black operations the government would never officially acknowledge. To create the ultimate super soldier, the military injected him with an experimental serum. The result? Slade's body was pushed to the absolute peak of human potential and far beyond. The serum granted him superhuman strength, capable of lifting around 800 pounds or 363 kilograms, superhuman speed allowing him to run at 30 miles per hour, reflexes 10 times faster than an ordinary human, accelerated healing, and, most importantly, a brain activated to use 90% of its capacity, nearly 10 times greater than the average person. This transformed Slade into a tactical genius, a master strategist, and a man capable of predicting an opponent's actions from the smallest details. But tragedy turned Slade Wilson into Deathstroke. His wife Adeline shot him in the eye after discovering that he had trained their son Grant to become a mercenary, a decision that led to Grant's death on his very first mission. Slade survived, but his right eye was permanently blinded. From that point on, he wore the iconic blue and orange armor, hid behind a one-eyed mask, and became Deathstroke the Terminator, the destroyer who never failed a mission. Deathstroke has fought and defeated nearly every member of the Justice League. He personally severed Green Arrow's wrist, defeated Flash by predicting his movement path and placing his sword exactly where Flash would run into it, defeated Hawkman, and even clashed with Batman in multiple battles that ended in stalemates. When Batman, the world's greatest detective, acknowledges Deathstroke as one of the most dangerous opponents he has ever faced, you know you are dealing with an entirely different level. Deathstroke is not a superhuman god. He cannot fly, and he does not possess laser vision. But with nth metal armor, a promethium sword, and a superior tactical mind, he has proven that intelligence and skill can defeat godlike power. Deathstroke represents the absolute peak of human potential, pushed into the superhuman realm, combined with advanced technology and unmatched combat experience. Enhanced by the serum, Deathstroke can lift approximately 363 kilograms or 800 pounds, enough to shatter bones with one hand, rip steel doors apart, and punch through concrete walls. Although he is not on the same raw power level as Black Noir, this strength still surpasses every Olympic athlete on Earth. Deathstroke can run at speeds of 30 miles per hour or around 48 kilometers per hour, and his reflexes are 10 times faster than normal humans. But the numbers alone do not tell the full story. What truly makes him terrifying is his ability to predict enemy movements through a brain operating at 90% capacity. He once positioned his sword exactly where Flash, a speedster faster than light, would run directly into it. That was not speed. That was genius. Deathstroke's armor is forged from nth metal, the legendary material associated with Hawkman, capable of resisting magic, energy attacks, and physical damage. Combined with the serum's healing factor, Deathstroke can survive fatal injuries, including stab wounds through the heart and bullets to the head. As for intelligence, this is Deathstroke's greatest weapon. A brain functioning at 90% capacity allows him to process information at superhuman speed, predict enemy actions with precision, and formulate tactical plans in mere seconds. He defeated the Justice League not through brute force, but by separating them, exploiting each member's weaknesses, and striking at the perfect moment. Deathstroke is a master of every weapon and every combat style. He is highly skilled in swordsmanship, firearms, explosives, and hand-to-hand combat. He has trained both Batman and Nightwing. His combat experience stretches from World War II to extraterrestrial wars across the cosmos. Deathstroke carries an entire mobile arsenal, a promethium katana capable of cutting through nearly any material, including ultra-durable metals, assault rifles, pistols, grenades, smoke bombs, and insulated nth metal armor resistant to heat and bullets. He always possesses the right tool for every situation. In Identity Crisis, Deathstroke confronted the entire Justice League, including Flash, Green Arrow, Green Lantern, Zatanna, Hawkman, the Atom, and Black Canary, and not only survived, but gained the upper hand. He neutralized Green Lantern by driving his sword into the power ring, controlled the Atom, analyzed every opponent, and disabled them one by one in the optimal sequence. This remains one of the greatest tactical displays in DC history. In the Judas Contract arc, Deathstroke infiltrated, manipulated, and nearly destroyed the Teen Titans from within. Not through power, but through years of patience and psychological warfare. And his weakness? Deathstroke is still human. Even with enhancements, his body still has limits. If he loses too much blood or suffers catastrophic brain damage, he can die. He also possesses emotional blind spots, especially involving his family, his ex-wife, Adeline, his deceased son, Grant, and his son, Joseph, also known as Jericho. Deathstroke is one of the most complex characters DC has ever created. He never stops learning, never stops adapting, and has become a greater threat with every passing year. From a special forces soldier, he evolved into the one man the entire DC superhero world is forced to truly respect. Now let us move into the direct comparison and battle analysis. This is a battle between two opposite types of assassins: emotionless, supernatural power versus calculated supreme skill. Strength: Black Noir dominates completely. As the clone of Homelander, Noir possesses true superhuman level strength capable of lifting hundreds of tons and tearing human bodies apart like paper. Deathstroke can only lift a few hundred kilograms. In a pure hand-to-hand confrontation, Noir would shatter Deathstroke's bones with a single punch. Speed. Black Noir dominates again. Noir can move faster than the human eye can track. Even with reflexes 10 times greater than normal humans and genius-level predictive abilities, Deathstroke would struggle enormously to keep up with an opponent who can appear and disappear in an instant. Durability. Black Noir dominates. Noir can withstand attacks from Homelander, a being with city-level destructive power. Deathstroke possesses nth metal armor and accelerated healing, but he can still be injured by bullets, explosives, and conventional weaponry. One full power strike from Noir would punch through the armor and crush the organs underneath. Intelligence. Deathstroke dominates absolutely. This is the only category, but also the most important one, where Slade Wilson truly shines. Noir is a trained assassin, but Deathstroke is a tactical master with a superior intellect. He defeated Flash, Green Arrow, Hawkman, and countless other superheroes, not through strength, but through preparation and exploitation of weaknesses. And Deathstroke never enters a battle without a plan. If Slade had prior knowledge about Noir, he would research every available detail, identify weaknesses, and prepare the proper weapons. Does Noir have weaknesses? Yes, psychological ones. Noir was programmed to kill Homelander. If Deathstroke, with his intelligence gathering and psychological manipulation abilities, discovered this truth, he could exploit it to lure Noir into a trap or even confuse him into destroying himself. However, in a sudden encounter with no preparation time, Deathstroke would face an opponent vastly superior in every physical category. He could prolong the fight through tactics, using smoke bombs, decoys, and distractions. But eventually, even the smallest mistake would cost him his life. This is a battle between two completely different power classes. Deathstroke is one of the greatest assassins in comic book history, a man who defeated the Justice League and survived everything the DC Universe threw at him. But Black Noir is an entity specifically designed to kill Homelander, the strongest Superman equivalent in the universe of the boys. And Black Noir wins. The reason is simple. The power gap is too massive. Deathstroke may be a tactical genius, but when your opponent can tear you apart with bare hands, move faster than you can see, and endure nearly every attack you unleash, there is only so much strategy can accomplish. However, there is one exception. If Deathstroke had preparation time, if he discovered Noir's secret, that Noir is Homelander's clone, that he was programmed to kill Homelander, that he suffers from delusions and implanted memories, then Slade Wilson could exploit all of it. He could use neurotoxins, sonic weaponry, because ultrasonic frequencies are among the rare weaknesses of Homelander-level supers, or even disguise himself as Homelander to trigger Noir's programming and lure him into a death trap. But in a fair fight with no preparation, no prior knowledge, and no advantages, Deathstroke would fight bravely, demonstrate all of his skill and intelligence, and ultimately fall. Because even the greatest tactical genius cannot defeat a storm with bare hands. And that is our analysis of the battle between the Shadow Assassin and the Professional Destroyer. Black Noir, the killing machine created to bring down Homelander, proved that sometimes overwhelming brute force and absolute emotional emptiness can overpower even the greatest intellect. But what do you think? Could Deathstroke with 24 hours of preparation discover Noir's weakness and create a plan to defeat him? If Slade knew that Noir was Homelander's clone, could he psychologically manipulate Noir into self-destruction? Or would Deathstroke's Promethean weapons and nth metal armor become the ultimate trump card capable of piercing Noir's nearly invulnerable skin?
Let us know your opinion in the comments below. If you enjoy matchups between the greatest assassins and warriors from two universes, do not forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. And remember to follow us. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you again in the next battles filled with tension and steel.